on, you just have to bring the fader up. Right. You're just going to pause Spotify and then bring up Q Avenue. Alright. Well, yeah, if anyone wondering about me, I'm just going to be out in the house just moving levels as they happen.
If you see me stand up and like remain standing, come back here.
I will walk.
I'm not crying. I got PPI.
Good morning. My name is Brian Waterman. I'm the principal at Lyons Township High School. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. In just a moment, the processional for the 131st Lyons Township High School commencement ceremony will begin. We are excited and honored to have so many of our graduates, family, and friends with us here today. Our goal for this occasion is to recognize the achievements and success of our graduating seniors. Your support and guidance in making this a successful, dignified event is most appreciated. And what an outstanding weather day. Please rise and join me in welcoming the Lyons Township High School class of 2021. Gentlemen, gentlemen only, please remove your caps at this time. Students and members of the stage, please remain standing for the reading of the meditation by class representative Keegan Casella.
Hello and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. After the past year and all the uncertainty we have all faced, I'm grateful to stand here on this stage and be with all of you. I would first like to thank all LT teachers. You have made us not only better people, but also better students. Thank you for staying late or coming in early to help retake a test or a project. And always tirelessly working and never giving up on us, even when your job was made impossible and you had to teach virtually. Additionally, thank you to all LT staff. Although you may not have been in a classroom, you make LT the special place that it is and create an atmosphere in which we all want to be a part of. To all the parents and families in the audience, thank you for your endless support over not only the past 4 years, but our entire lives. Thank you for the help with homework, packed lunches, rides to practice, and countless other ways you've supported us. And finally, to the class of 2021, thank you for the past 4 years, all the friends I've made, and the unforgettable memories. Congratulations.
Will the audience please rise and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem by the Lyons Township High School Senior Madrigals.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bombs bursting in air gave proof that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it again for that beautiful rendition from the Senior Madrigals. Will our Senior Madrigals please return and stand at your seats? Gentlemen, you may return your graduation caps. Graduates, all eyes to the podium, please.
Good morning. Wow. Just look around you. It's incredible to be here together in person with all of you today. It is unbelievable what you've been through these last 14 months of your high school career. National unrest, a worldwide pandemic, virtual learning, and all while trying to graduate from high school. But surviving this pandemic has left you smarter, stronger, and more appreciative of what's important in life: human connection. The power to make the world a better place lies in the kindness and dignity we show each other. As a graduate of Lyons Township High School, there is no doubt in my mind that you have the power to do just that. Use your voice when you see injustice. Use your mind when you are met with a challenge. And use your heart to give and receive all the love each and every one of you deserve. We are so incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. Today, I hope you and your families will wrap yourselves in this moment, embrace it, and then take on the world. And may you never have to complete a Qualtrics health screener ever again. Thank you.
Good morning, class of 2021. Just 3 months ago, I thought I'd be recording a Zoom speech for everyone to watch at home, and that there would be no senior celebration. Fortunately, we were given the option to be here today. Right before spring break, class board met via Zoom to discuss alternatives to prom. We were able to put together Lions Palooza in May, which was a fun last senior gathering with music, food trucks, photo booths, and carnival activities. Watching teachers get pie-faced and kids jousting each other was definitely an unexpected way to end senior year. But nevertheless, I'm thankful everyone was able to get together. Over the past 4 years, class board was able to fundraise through selling final exam packs, Lucky Grams, and promoting restaurants where we were able to earn 20% of the profits back. Although we were not having meetings in person, we created our senior shirts and decided on a memorable class gift. After all these efforts during the last 4 years, the class of 2021 is proud to present to Dr. Kilray 2 new lion statues that will be at the Center Vaughn building at North Campus. We hope in the future when you see the lion and the lioness, you'll have fond memories of your years at LTHS. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella. On behalf of all of us at LT, I gladly accept this generous gift from this entire class. The new lion statues are going to look great. I think one of them was falling apart, so it's due time. I want to thank you for this, but also I want to thank the entire class for all that you've done at LT over the past 4 years. It's my pleasure to be here today in what may be LT's first outdoor commencement ceremony. This year has, in fact, been a year of many firsts, from remote learning to virtual club activities to altered sports seasons, all in all, unprecedented and unfamiliar. It was also the first time in my recollection that we relied so heavily and leaned on the senior class. I want to commend this group for all the amazing things that you have accomplished during the last 14 months, and specifically during your senior year. As with all events, we at LT like to see the positive side, the silver lining, look for the teachable moments. And while this year was anything but usual, there were several important and life-serving lessons learned. First, flexibility. Our students and staff had to be flexible and adapt to an ever-changing landscape of guidelines and mitigations. The flexibility ended far beyond our students. It also extended to our parents and to our communities. An adjusted school day plus remote learning was certainly new to all of us. But while this year did not resemble a traditional school year, the flexibility demonstrated on a day-to-day basis and the efforts put forth by all of you created opportunities to connect in different ways, to communicate in unique methods, and succeed to new heights. The second lesson is adversity, or as I like to call it, grit. When adversity hit this year, I can emphatically say we addressed it head on. We rolled up our sleeves and we tackled it. It wasn't always perfect, and despite Zoom lessons, postponed athletics, canceled time-honored traditions, our students, staff, coaches, and sponsors creatively reimagined lessons, events, and opportunities. Both inside and outside of the classroom, LT students didn't allow the pandemic to deter our enthusiasm or our success. Look no further than the creative alternative of outside performances for the Eurythmic Dance Company, or snowball leaders replicating weekend experience hosted at LT, or Lions Palooza, our senior celebration, our Cyber Patriots qualifying for nationals, the LT robotics team competing and winning at the world competition, our bass fishermen making it to the state meet. And let's not forget about the boys gymnastics team who recently won a state championship. And you know what? We're not done yet. These are just a few of the many examples of how the senior class challenged and overcame adversity. The third lesson is caring. At LT, we've always prided ourselves on generosity of our school and our school community. The care and support our students showed one another overshadowed nearly everything else throughout this pandemic. During a time when social connections were running a deficit, our students continued to care for one another and for others. They sewed masks, donated to needy children, tutored those needing academic help, and wrote letters of encouragement and even shopped for our local senior citizens, just to name a few. And final lesson from this year is leadership. Leading by example is what countless members of this class did throughout the school year. Take, for example, Erin Walls, a transfer student herself who organized an online freshman mentoring program, or Grace Mayer, who inspired us with her kindness, determination, and positive attitude, and Student Council President James King, who focused on making this year as normal as possible while greeting us almost every morning with an upbeat, positive, and resonating voice. And Margaret Meehan, who represented the entire student body as student representative to the Board of Education. These are just a few members of the class of 2021 who helped this class leave an indelible mark on LT that will remain long after you have left our hallowed halls. Flexibility, facing adversity, caring for each other, and leadership are lessons that are bound to serve you well beyond LT. Whether you're off to college, to trade school, or another educational route, the workforce, the armed forces, or taking a gap year, I urge you to draw upon these experiences whenever you encounter a challenge and continue to showcase your grit and your strength of character. It's a little windy out here. Thank you. This is a year we all could have focused on what didn't happen. I am going to choose, and I hope that you join me, I think we should go look back on this year and concentrate on what did happen. What you, the class of 2021, made happen. I could not be prouder of our graduates. You faced this pandemic and made the best of an incomparable situation, and we often drew our strength from you. So as you move forward, please remember that you will always be a part of LT, and LT will always be a part of you. And one final note, while this has been a year of firsts, for me it is my last at LT. This class, the class of 2021, will always be special to me. As I move on, I can rest easy knowing LT is in great hands. But most of all, I know this graduating class, in addition to the ones that follow, has and will do LT proud. It has been my honor and privilege to be your superintendent. I thank you all and wish you the very best as you begin your next chapter. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Coe. Good morning, LT. Hello, my name is James King, and for one final time, please join me in a moment of silence. However, here's some direction. I want you to take this opportunity, this final moment, to reflect. Think about the teachers, security guards, administrators, and those people sitting in the bleachers. Recollect the first time you stood in South Campus, how eerie and big it felt, and how you realized that this is actually high school. Or your first time having to run through the South Campus courtyards to dodge those vicious geese on your way to class. Remember the scent of chocolate chip cookies on half-price Cookie Wednesdays, or the thrill of storming the court after a buzzer-beater win against Hinsdale Central. Reminisce over seeing friendly faces in the hallways and all your friends you've collected along the way. Along the way through classes, extracurriculars, and sports. Recollect the teachers that gave you tough love to help you grow, the coaches that pushed you to be better, the classmates that gave you that pep talk before a big test. Remember the people, the places, and the events that have occurred over the past 4 years, and how they've all contributed to who you are today. Here are 10 seconds to recollect. I'll count for you, don't worry. Freshman year, we all stumbled through those hectic and disorganized South Campus hallways, and some of us fell for the take the elevator to the 3rd floor joke. We made new friends when we thought it was impossible. Then a lot of us went into sophomore year thinking, what about all those extracurriculars that were endlessly pitched to us? Maybe we should try those. So we did. We went to those tryouts, we battled those butterflies, and we heard our parents' little tips and tricks for when they tried out for the same sports those 800 years ago. Keep your elbows in, son, eye on the rim. And as my dad told me this morning, don't mess up. For others, they ditched the cleats and the courts for podiums, round tables, and leadership roles. Junior year, we took an endless amount of standardized tests and mulled over what exactly we want to do with the rest of our lives. And then COVID hit and spun us all into a disoriented chaos. Nevertheless, we persevered, and now we stand on the edge of our high school careers. That cliff point where we have some idea of where we want to go and what we want to do. We don't know exactly how it will go or exactly how we will do it. However, I simply ask you to look around this field, back to the bleachers, and back to the classrooms. And remember, you have all this love around you. We're all eager to see how far you will go, and we will all be proud of you. Congratulations, and thank you for making my 4 years count.
Hi, my name is Sarah Madden, and I am the Honors Orator. Let me begin by saying that this is my love letter to the art department. When the pencil touches the paper, my ideas get lost. That is what I learned in the 5th grade. And although this hardly inspires a future generation of artists, it was totally right. I had just finished my masterpiece of a snowman Mona Lisa with Aurora Borealis and Santa Sleigh in the background. But the more and more I stared at it, the more and more my Santa Sleigh was just a red blob, and my snowman Mona Lisa was quite unintentionally melted. Needless to say, I became discouraged in art. That is, until my freshman year, when I decided photography would be fun, and more importantly, easy. Then, with the help of our spectacular art department, I found a new medium to celebrate the twists and turns of high school. A whole new world opened to me, one where perspective was ever shifting. I stopped looking at things through a binary lens, as any mundane object now had fascinating potential. I say this not to plug my art, at Madden.photo, but to share my application of the universal Lyons Township experience. That is to say, not only did I receive an incredible education from our school, but I found a new part of me, one I plan to continue throughout college and beyond. Maybe for you, this was the first time your resolution got passed in MUN, or found representation in BRISM or Latinos Juntos, or absolutely killed it in Microfinance Club, even if I still don't know what microfinancing is. Or maybe not. Maybe extracurriculars just weren't your thing. Even so, you might have dressed up for Spirit Week, or stopped by a homecoming, or chanted LTHS for as long as possible at all school. You became a lion. In other words, I don't think that out of the 1,000 or so of my peers in the class of 2021, a single one of us can say that we are leaving the school without learning something new from a parent or teacher, making a new friend, and discovering this new, amazing, untapped part of ourselves. This is something that we found at LT, but I am certain that this is a trend will continue throughout the blank canvas of the years to come. And whatever canvas you choose, paint confidently with the blue and gold these past 4 years have given us.
Can we have a round of applause for all of our student speakers? In your commencement program, you will find the names of various students who have received individual honors, awards, and scholarships. Although time does not permit us to recognize each student individually, we hope that you will spend some time reading the many fine accomplishments of individuals in the class of 2021. At this time, I will announce awards that traditionally have been presented by Lyons Township High School at commencement. These awards were presented at our virtual Senior Honors Assembly on Thursday, May 20th. And that program is still accessible on LTTV YouTube's channel. The Donald D. Reber Scholarship was established to honor Dr. Reber upon his retirement from service as superintendent at Lyons Township High School, and is presented annually to a senior of outstanding character, citizenship, and integrity. This year's Donald D. Reber Scholarship is awarded to Mira Dedia. The American Legion encourages active civic leadership by honoring one male and one female selected by their classmates who display outstanding qualities of character, academic achievement, leadership in school and community, and influence on our student body. This year's recipients of the American Legion Awards are Mira Dedia and James King. The Dennett L. Burson Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Dennett L. Burson, Lyons Township High School student athlete from the class of 1980, and is presented annually to a college-bound football player of outstanding character, leadership, and integrity, who has demonstrated a strong academic record. The recipient of this year's Dennett L. Burson Memorial Scholarship is Ian Larson. The Owen A. Brown Scholarship is given in memory of Owen Brown, student athlete from the class of 1971, and presented annually to a senior athlete of outstanding character, leadership, and integrity. This year's Owen Brown Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Dickman. Graduating classes of Lyons Township High School have traditionally earned outstanding records by receiving awards from colleges and from local, state, and national programs which give recognition for academic excellence. The class of 2021 has maintained that tradition. Students who have achieved a weighted grade point average of 5.0 or higher, or unweighted grade point average of 4.0 or higher through the 7th semester of coursework have been designated as high honor graduates. 89 seniors have earned this distinction, and they have been identified in your commencement program. The National Merit Scholarship Program began for this class in October of 2019, when more than 1 million students in the United States took the National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. 35 members of this class placed within the top 50,000 seniors in the nation by their performance on the National Merit Test and were named commended students. The number of semifinalists in any state represent the top half of 1% of that state's high school seniors. 10 seniors from LT were named as finalists. Illinois State Scholars are selected through a formula based on a combination of rank in class and ACT or SAT score. 200 seniors from the Lyons Township High School class of 2021 were recognized as Illinois State Scholars this year. At this time, I would also like to recognize the class of 2021 honors orators, Sarah Madden and Daniel Raymer. As of this date, 91% of our graduates have notified us of their educational and career plans after high school. For those who did identify post-high school plans, 88% will pursue education at a 2-year or 4-year college, technical school, apprenticeship, training program, or the military. Students have reported that they will be attending 197 different colleges and technical schools in 40 of the 50 states, plus Italy, Canada, Serbia, and Spain. Based on the scholarships and awards turned into us by May 6th, the class of 2021 reported that this class will utilize $17,134,000 towards its future educational goals. Congratulations to the class of 2021 and all that you have accomplished. Before we begin to award diplomas, I have a special request. Because this is such a special occasion for each and every one of the graduates, we ask that as each name is announced, please hold your applause so that all the names can be heard in a fair and equal manner. With your help, we look forward to making this the most meaningful and respectful ceremony for our graduates. And now, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Kilray, faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends, each student seated before you has fulfilled a rigorous course of study as set forth by the District 204 Board of Education and the state of Illinois, and is entitled to receive recognition for their effort. It is my honor to present to you the class of 2021.
Jobran Abu Asef, Dylan Adams, Ashanti Agi, Peter Enkenroni, Giovanna Elian de la Torre, Maya Alborez, Adam Albrecht, Matea Alexandrovska, Saeed Humza Ali, Daniela Almeida, Luke Alpi, Myra Alvarado Ramirez, Giuseppe Amala, Yadhira Anacleto, Alexandra Anderson, Clark Anderson, Zara Anderson, Richard Andes, Jessica Antonetti, Angelica Anrada, Benjamin Arney, Bridget Arnold,
Thomas Azelson, Daniel Atkinson, James Atkinson, Michael Ayala, Ahmad Aye, Daniel Bobnick, Justin Bacchus, Elther Balderas, Nina Barcelona, Benjamin Barney, Isaac Barrera, Aiden Barrett, Ethan Barrett, Dylan Bart, Jack Beauregard, Matthew Bednars, Maxwell Bem, Bianca Bembenek, Skylar Bennis, Samantha Benson, Greta Berg. Elena Bertulia. William Bettiga. Jackson Byer. Austin Biosic.
Rebecca Birch. Miles Blackburn. Wesley Bleck. Madeline Bloom. Weston Bloomfield. Drew Blowden. Madison Blum. Jacob Bobrick. Haley Bogus. Mariah Bonfiglio. Christian Bonilla. Christopher Borowski. Lauren Brands. Anthony Bray. Jack Breen. James Brennan. Lael Bright. Selma Burke. Nicole Braun. Julia Brown. Catherine Brown. Ryan Brown. Jamie Buckler. Whitaker Buckley. Thomas Boulier. Emily Burkall.
Emma Burns. Jasper Burns. Claire Burieski. Jason Butler. Camille Button. Connor Cahill. Melissa Calderon. Margaret Callahan. Mary Callahan. Benjamin Campbell. Sophia Campo. Abigail Campos. Emazer Canales. George Caplice. Natalie Carlisle. Juliana Carlson. Kyle Carlson. Ryan Carlson. Giselle Carrasco. Joseph Caruso. Kaylee Caruso. Matthew Carver. Keegan Casella. Claire Casiello. Claire Casper. Scott Casper.
Aiden Castillo. Austin Castle. Grant Castle. Paul Castro. Priscilla Carzares. Jonathan Cervantes. Viviana Cervantes. Ellen Chambers. David Chu. Ellie Chomko. Sophia Ciampalia. Daniel Seco. Jaden Clay. Andrew Mello. Mason Kofelt. Catherine Kaufman. Richard Collins. Tyler Collins. Joshua Cologne. Juan Cologne. Braden Colwell. Maggie Conger. Stella Conrad. Emiliano Contreras. Robert Cook. Logan Cooper.
Rebecca Cooper. Kira Corcoran. Olivia Corcoran. Hope Cortez. Molly Corot. Catherine Corrier. Nicholas Kovic. Paul Cozy. Clark Crawford. Reagan Credit. Brian Christ. Brett Cultra. Colin Cummings. Michael Dayhill. George Dacker. Nora Daly. Ava Dallivo, James Daly, Paige Darling, Jamari Davis, Carla De La Cerda, Mira Dedia, Stephanie Deditz, Michael De La Rosa, McKenna Delesh, Isabella DeMarco,
Joseph Dirkitz, Peter Dara, Christian DeSimone, Charles Duder, Marissa DeZillo, Sergio Diaz, Alex Dickett, Catherine Dickman, Maxwell DK, Megan Dillon, Mina Jurasovic, Deborah Dodge, Caitlin Dodge, Ian Doherty, Kathleen Doherty, John Dold, Sean Doliff, Tyler Domorodsky, Jake Duhan, Annabelle Doherty, Colette Doyle, Luke Drasic, Francesca Dara, Eloise Driscoll, Matthew Drobny, Connor Dunlevy,
Patrick Dunleavy, Ryan Dunn, Carrie Durkin, Christopher Divas, Caitlin Easterday, Daniel Eckert, Jacob Eggert, Musa Alkak, Susanna Eskander, Veronica Eskander, Mateo Esquivel, Janet Uema, Lola Evans, Adorara Ezike, Adrian Azias, Melissa Farias, Aiden Ferris, Kevin Fatora, Jaden Fellers Lamb, Alex Fergustad, Justin Fergustad, Jane Ferguson, Maura Ferguson, Mary Farrell, Charles Farrow, William Fink.
Lucas Firdrov, Catherine Fisher, John Fitzpatrick, Ella Fix, Eileen Flores, Damian Flores, Grace Flores, Colin Fleck, Zachary Folkening, Brianna Fonseca, Joseph Fernaro, Ryan Forsell, John Forsyth, Bruno Forte, Savannah Franks, Spencer Fretch, Lene Frederick, Justin Freck, Jackson Friedman, Cameron Freya, William Fritz, Nicolette Fromel, Sergio Fuentes, Katrina Fuhr, Catherine Fuller, Brian Galden,
Adrian Galvez, Kathleen Gansel, Alan Garcia, Everardo Garcia, Graciela Garcia, Jessica Garcia, Joshua Garcia, Kyle Garcia, Louisa Garcia, Richard Garcia, Damian Garcia Villegas, Nicholas Garelli, Delaney Garrett, Landon Gartner, Caroline Garvin, David Garza, Frank Gatto, Abigail Gee, Lillian George, Luke Gertzmeyer, Catherine Giamaris, Georgiana Giannakopoulos, Zaria Giannotti Fry, Abigail Gergis, Sandy Gergis, Natalie Glau,
Ella Gleason, Jasmine Gomez, Vincent Gonzalez, Elaine Gonzalez Estrada, Cole Gordon, James Grady, Chloe Grant, Jack Gray, Olivia Greco, Luis Griffin, Soren Griffin, Caitlin Grimes, Madeline Gruka, Jessica Grunke, Angelica Guadalupe, Trevor Guagenti, Jalen Guadardo, Abigail Guerra, Nicholas Guerrero, Isabella Guido, Maxine Gurney, Nicholas Gusentine, Areli Gutierrez, Aiden Hackett, William Hadraba, James Haggerty,
Lindsay Hahn, Brendan Hall, Thomas Hammond, Kevin Hannigan, Samuel Harders, Nia Harrington, Olivia Haubacher, Ella Hoblitzel, Peter Hawkins, Paige Haworth, Owen Hayes, Katrina Hefner, Jada Henderson, Abigail Hennessy, John Hepp, Daniel Herbeck, Persephone Herman, Giselle Hernandez, Nathan Hernandez, Carla Harajan Dominguez, Charlotte Hessian, Kayla Heyer, Matthew Hyatt, Alec Hill, Jonathan Hill, Grace Hillman,
Anna Hinckley, Joseph Hines, Thomas Hinton, Daniel Herstein, Andrew Hojat, William Houston, Devin Hughes, Andrew Hughes, Anthony Hunya, Evelyn Iturralde, Lauren Jackson, Allison Jacobs, Emily Jacobs, Nicholas Jasinski, Alexandra Jasnos, Parker Jeffrey, William Johnson, Lawrence Jones, Noah Joris, George Joyu, Juliette Joyu, Caitlin Joyner, Catherine Jude, Alexander Jumek, Elizabeth Junius, Zoe Kales,
Miles Kaminsky, Benjamin Kane, Evelyn Kartzmark. Kashmir Cash. Morgan Kearney. Caitlin Kearns. Thomas Keegan. Gabrielle Keeley. Jack Kelly. Margaret Ketchum. Amir Kilfay. Faraz Kozum. Charles Killian. Wesley Killian. William Killian. James King. Cheyenne Kirksey. Ellen Clayweg. Jordan Climbs. Tyler Climbs. Raphael Close. Nicholas Kochenkowski. Reese Comstoft. Ethan Corin. Eliana Kosanovich. Emil Kosic.
Christian Kosic. Ava Kostecki. Alexander Kostich. Sophie Kostovsky. Maciej Koshut. Anastasios Kostis. Harrison Kowalski. Nicholas Koziel. Andrew Kretzko. Olivia Kriha. Vladimir Christoph. Sasha Kruger. Amanda Krasinski. Clay Kubina. Ryan Kudia. Rebecca Curral. Joy Curry. Chloe Kuchek. Cameron Labato. Nathan Lack. Jonathan Lazinski. Charlotte Land. Makia Lane. Mary Lansing. Ian Larson. Nicholas Laverde.
Jordan Lee Karachi. Mackenzie Lefevre. Michaela Lefebvre. Blake Linehauser. Heidi Leonard. Ethan Lesner. Aaron Letourneau. Tommaso Lavato. Corinne Lewis. Jocelyn Liddell. Genevieve Lieb. Jacob Leitz. Samantha Linares. John Link. Avery Livingston. Sabina Lorenas. Peter Lloyd. Timothy Longoria. Delia Lonrath. Jeremy Lonsway. Stephanie Lopez. Juliet Lopez. Liliana Lopez. Sebastian Lopez. Carolina Lopez Botello. Victoria Lozano.
Sophia Lucina. Liam Ludden. Jack Luttrell. Theodore Lynch. Valentina Manazarek. Gianna Torrisi. Jack Villarreal. Elizabeth Adams. Sarah Madden.
Just one quick instruction before we close out this morning's ceremony. Parents, please feel free to reunite with your graduates in the grassy area right behind the tennis courts. So in the grassy area right behind the tennis courts, please reunite with your graduates after they process out. Graduates of the class of 2021, please rise. Please join your peers in changing your tassels from the right side to the left side, signifying your graduation. Congratulations, you are now alumni of Lyons Township High School.